So I got to thinking, and I got to thinking about projects and mods, and I got to thinking it might be possible to actually voice this game in a mod. And I got to looking, fired up Claude, attached it to the Planescape folder, and said, hey, is this possible? And not only was it possible, but it built me a recording studio to do it in that shows me all of the lines in the game and lets me directly record into it for future reusage. Then there's a script that automatically compiles this into a WeDo installer, and it just works. I can attach my voice lines to the game proper, and I could release that. Now, there's about 15,000 unvoiced lines in this game, so if I were to do one every 30 seconds, it would take me about 125 hours to get through everything. Not sure if or when that's going to happen. But I might get around to recording most of the voice lines inside the mortuary, perhaps, and releasing just that to see if anybody likes it. The tool is so easy to use and even has attribution built in. You may notice up here, there's a voice. This will actually keep track of who's done which lines, and when you're doing the install, we'll spit out a credits file so you can know if you collaborated with other people providing voices, who was responsible for what. As long as it's just me, it's going to be me listed as every credit. But yeah, I'm real proud of that. It was extremely easy to achieve. If you haven't tried coding with Claude Code, you must. All you do is type in what you need, and Claude spits it out for you. The Visual Studio was the studio was my idea, having it make an audio recording software for me that spat out files that were named correctly was my thinking. But then it was the one that came up with the idea of presenting the dialogue inside that UI. Just didn't occur to me for whatever reason. And I'm very pleased with the outcome. But for now, we're going to just continue on the project in this way. Proceed with the story. And maybe I'll continue recording things in the background, if circumstances warrant. So, where have we gone? Where haven't we gone? Marketplace, we haven't stopped by the Office of Vermin and Disease Control. I don't think we have any rat tails left. I think we sold them all off already. Oh, we never turned over the rings in the Alley of Dangerous Angles. Let's stumble back over there and see if we can hand the rings over. Was this the room? Yes. What do I do now? I got all the rings here. You new friend of Rock now. Rock take rings now. Rock thanks new friends. Friends going to be mad at Rock. Masters, Rock has the rings. Then let us begin. Abracadabra. Oops, brah. Uh-oh, they summoned a Lim-Lim that obliterated them. Oh no. Was that how that was supposed to go? We see what appears to be an ordinary Lim-Lim. It's hard to believe this cute little creature slaughtered 5 wizard apprentices with such ease. Rock lose friends, but Rock make new friend. Call him Green Thing. What happens if we kick it? It comes to kill us. But we killed it. Oh, Rock didn't like that.
All right.
Rock got anything interesting? We don't need to do that.
I'm gone.
Blood clot charms. Some scrolls, a gold earring. Ooh, a gaudy ring and a green steel dagger. Tell me about the gaudy ring. Ring of the Traveler. Just an additional AC. Very nice. Another scroll, I see. Scroll of Fist of Iron. Wow. Only works on the nameless one. Makes your punches do good. And you can't cast any more spells while it's active. Zibone framed journal. I wonder if holding on to that till we meet the man who wrote it will be meaningful in any way. Ooh, trapped? I guess it was trapped. Alright. I think we're running out of stuff to do, so I think it might be time to go talk to... Yep, I think it's time to go talk to Farad. Time to meet the man himself. That was a busy little game. Lots of things that keep us occupied out here in the Hive. But we're bigger than the Hive now. Wham. Schlam. Poor Reekwind. You, Governor. A story for G&K. Can't afford to get caught off guard, Cutter. No fish for me, but I had a few questions. I don't need fish, but I had some questions. No answers have I, only fish. Sell this gold earring, sell this clock charm. Get rid of the green steel dagger. Yes, I have. Alright, let's move. Alright, oh, we didn't go down to the... Didn't actually stop by Office of Vermin and Disease Control. Yeah. Go for it, Dak. Obliterate these guys. Wham. Rat bits, skinned fresh. That's 3 tails and 3 coppers a rat. We see a squat man with rash-covered skin and several pustules covering his face. His clothes seem to mark him as a sort of official, but they're dirty, wrinkled, and covered with rat hair. As we watch, he idly scratches himself with his stubby fingers. Greetings. Aye, the little man shrieks and jumps, startled. Clutching his heart, he takes a deep breath and pushes his spectacles up his rash-ridden nose. Yes, and what is it that I can do for you? He scratches his nose and looks us up and down, studying our scars. I have little to nothing on the till, so if you've come to plunder the premises, this locale is ill-chosen. I'm not. Who are you? I am the respected Phineas T. Lord the 39th, in charge of this hive branch of the Office of Vermin and Disease Control. It is my distinguished privilege, he scratches his chest and puffs up, to inform you that we, in the bureaucratic sense of the word we, meaning to encompass the sigil bureaucracy as a whole, bureaucracy as a whole, are accepting bounties on all manner of vermin and strays that infest he scratches again, the fair street of Sigil, hub of the multiverse, and the city which sits at the center of all things, the city by which all of the cities are measured. Bounties? Yes. We, in the bureaucratic sense of the we, meaning to encompass Sigil bureaucracy as a whole, are accepting tangible proof of the eradication of brain vermin, aka cranium rats, from the hive area where they have recently clustered quite thickly for the past many years, as a recent census of the vermin population has shown. I'm empowered by the Sigillian bureaucracy to pay a bounty of, he cuffs up dramatically, 1 copper common per cranium rat delivered to my branch office. Cranium rat? A species of vermin that becomes more intelligent the more of them are in close proximity to each other. 1 cranium rat alone is but a nuisance that chews at boards and burrows into food, but 5, 10, or more, and their intelligence grows until it surpasses even the intelligence of one such as myself. Scratches, then sniffs disdainfully. I imagine that 2 or 3 cranium rats might be enough to outwit you, sir. How many are there in Sigil? More than enough to last a bounty under a lifetime. Perhaps several. And some other questions. How did someone as illustrious as you end up in such a place? Well, it is quite an epic tale. You see, I was born here in Sigil. Oh, we rested. And then I realized that I had somehow offended my colleagues, for I found myself promoted to this branch office, and have remained here for these past many years, he sighs, then idly scratches his nose. Tell me about these cranium rats. We know about that. Tell me more about cranium rats. The more of them are in proximity, the more formidable they become. Some gain the ability to cast magical spells. They can resist magic effects hurled at them, and they can employ some cunning tactics. He pushes his spectacles up his nose. As you can understand, we are anxious to reduce their numbers in Sigil. Is that rash of yours contagious? My rash? Contagious? No, well, at least I don't think so. It's a symptom of the position, I'm afraid. The job literally grows on you. He scratches himself again. Who are you again? I see. Alright, well, we can sell cranium rat charms for more than 1 copper each, so... Rags and junk. Junk? Blood and dead rats. This door is locked. We'll need the key. What if we kill this guy? He's got the key. Phineas's key, bronze ring, and copper commons. What's down here? It's a rat!
Done.
This container is locked.
Forced it.
We might be able to come back here as a thief later and pick his pocket for the key instead of killing his ass. That would be a much kinder, gentler, and potentially more lucrative way to solve this problem. I didn't realize there would be a were-rat in the basement of the rat-destroying room. That little violin stroke there, I've said it before, but it's very Fallout. Good old Mark Morgan. Hey, hello. Destroy. Destroy.
I'm gone.
Just a pittance of experience, just a little bit of experience, just for fun. Clipped copper. My copper's as good as this sod's. I don't pay in clipped copper, I don't.
All right.
Back to Ragbicker's Square. Sheargrave's Kip. Ratbone. Did we talk to Ratbone before? I have some questions. My name's Ratbone Cutter. I'm a thief for hire and the employer Sheargrave, the boss of most of the collectors you see around this square. He pays me mostly to learn his lads to be real quiet-like and how to fight if they runs into a spot of trouble. That's likely the only questions I'll answer for you, Cutter. He sniffs and shrugs. Could you train me to be a thief? Sure, for a spot of jink. Been trained before. That's fine. I'm gonna cuff you now, so dodge it. He suddenly swings the open hand at our head. We avoid his blow. Not bad, Cutter. Know about that spot of jink. 50 commons and I'll see you trained right up. Sounds good. Here. You can't be a warrior, whatnot, and a thief. Yes, I'm ready. Stabbing plucky Burks in the back, sneaking about, hiding in the shadows, and moving real quiet-like is right handy. Go on. Picking pockets and locks is a good thing, too. Supplements the old income. If you're looking for traps, check the area nice and slow. If you does find a trap, use your skills to disarm the blighted thing. It's like picking a puzzle lock, really. And you can also backstab.
Updated my journal.
After a long period of training, Ratbone nods to us in satisfaction. I must say, Cutter, never have I runs across a faster learner. I'd almost say you've done this all before. As Ratbone speaks, we realize we have done this before. That at one time we possessed all these skills. Perhaps I have, Ratbone, and simply forgot. Thanks. Farewell. As faded memories of lurking in darkened hallways and avoiding deadly traps drift into focus, we managed to recall enough to learn more than Ratbone has taught us.
Feel stronger.
Very nice. We became a thief. Pickpockets, please, is the main one. It's the one that will aggro people if we fail it. We don't need to open doors that way because we can just bash anything, I think. But let's go steal that key, why don't we, and see what we can make of it. That sounds fun to me. Okay, so let's give this a shot here.
I'm gone.
How does this work? Special ability, use thieving skills.
Done.
Whoop, pickpocket succeeded. What do we get? Not what we were looking for. Thieving skills. Got something. There's the key. Sweet. We got his key. Let's go downstairs. Off where, rat?
I'm gone.
Can I pick this lock? No, not detect traps. Use thieving skills. I think it's one button. Doot, 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 doot. Don't really need any of that shit, but whatever. Can we now let him know that there was a rat in his basement? I had some questions. Nope, we can't discuss it with him. Okay. Well, Phineas's key can be left here, I suppose. The negative token got unequipped when we switched classes. That's funny. Here we are, a thief.
I'm gone.
Leave us alone, please. Oh, here we are back in Ragpicker's Square. To the trash warrens, the midwife's hut, Sheargrave's Kip. Let's see if we got anything to say with Mebeth before we go down there. I think she may have been involved in the internment of Ignis, which would be interesting to talk to her about if she had. I had some questions for you. No. No questions today. We just need to carry our junk close enough to the portal gates, and we should pop it right open. The archway leads only inches into the small building before becoming blocked by a solid wall of refuse. The rubbish is packed so tightly it may as well be stones and mortar. As we come closer, though, the archway's outline begins to shimmer. We notice the handful of junk we've been carrying about begins to shimmer as well. The wall of refuse flickers, wavers, and seems to fold in on itself, revealing an open space beyond it. A passage or portal seems to have formed within the frame of the archway. Down into the trash warrens. A ragged middle-aged collector approaches as we enter the area. He quickly looks us over and then sneers. Don't know you. Don't believe I've made your acquaintance either. Looking for a man named Farad. What you're looking for is no concern of mine, Burke, he spits. What is concerning to me is that you're still breathing in my presence. If you don't let me pass, Collector, one of us is going to the mortuary and it won't be me. Collecting bodies before they're dead sounds like a really good way to meet the lady. We seem to talk some sense into the Collector as he turns away from us. Watch your back, Cutter. Most here will talk to you with their blade before their bone box, and if you stay much longer, I'd be doing the same. Whatever.
Done.
Whatever. Lesser embalming charms stolen from dustmen. Oh, trash-worn thugs. Good. Not really menacing. A cranium rat charm. Why are those not stacking? I guess some are dirty rat charms and others are cranium rat charms. Who am I? Well, you're dead. Oh, infinite spawning, guys? Keep going, Nameless. You're a ringer.
Damn.
I hope that didn't hostile everybody. Kinda seems like the buried villagers are now hostile to us. Why is that the case? Why is that the case?
All right.
Hostile? Are they all hostile? Hang on, I don't want everybody to be hostile to us. Yeah, Lord, give me an autosave.
I'm
Rank
gone.
bigger square.
All right.
Come on. Oops, the door. I see.
I'm
In
gone.
enduring, grow strong. Just passing through. Looking for a man named Farad. Then I'll leave your presence, Burke. Whatever. Okay. No, I don't want to overwrite the save. I want a new save. New save. What could this be? Maybe the concept of theft does exist in this game, and I did manage to steal things from them. Oh, these guys are all hostile. Why is everybody hostile? Maybe just everyone is hostile until later here. I don't remember that being the case, though. There are people we want to talk to here, for sure. Okay, not everyone is hostile. Lo there, name's Bish. Who might you be? I have no name. What you mean you have no name? You just come back from stick swimming, you clueless sod? We notice Bish slowly moving his hand toward his weapon. Our agent's not telling me. Hiding something, methinks. Look, I'm telling you the truth. I don't know my name. He throws his hands up in the air in frustration. Forget it, Burke. Not important anymore, anyhow. He shakes his head back and forth. More important is what you're doing down here. I was told I could find Farad around these parts. He eyes us suspiciously. Farad usually fills me in on visitors, and I don't recall the likes of you being mentioned. He quickly glances over before giving us an apathetic shrug. You don't look like anything the guards couldn't handle. On with ya.
Done.
All right, Bish. Down we go. The buried village. Alright, talk to these buried villagers. We see a haggard woman, her care-lined face showing every scar the years have left upon her. Her eyes are knowing and tired, and she sniffles as she speaks. What is it you wanted from me? Just answer some questions. What do you want to know? Who are you? Who am I? She laughs bitterly. Might as well ask a grain of sand's name, Cutter. That's about as important as I am. That's an uplifting viewpoint. I had some questions. What are you doing? What am I doing? Why, just trying to eke out a hard-scrabble life under Ragpicker's Square and steer clear of those who put me here in the first place. That's what I'm doing. Never mind. Farewell. Answer some questions. I got mouths to feed. Ain't important, Connor. Slipped twixt the cracks too long ago. Or maybe that was me, da. One way or another, I'm just trying to make a living any way I can. What are you doing? Trying to make a living, what's it look like? Only I keep getting asked questions and it's stopping me from that. You done yet? For now. Here we go. The seamstress's house. It's Marta. She's got lots to say. We see a blockish woman dressed in a heavy burlap robe. She lumbers about the room, her joints popping as she bends over to pick up objects from her various tables. Her hair is bound back from her head with a bone hairpin, and she has a sour, curd-faced expression. She's mumbling to herself in a sing-song voice. Greetings. She doesn't appear to hear us. Instead, she stumbles back upon one of the tables and begins picking at one of the corpses. Come on now, she clicks her teeth. Don't be all difficult on Marta. He's being difficult, isn't he, Marta? Yes, he is. Watch what she's doing. From what we can see, it looks like she's digging teeth out of the corpse's mouth, with only her hands and fingernails. When that doesn't work, she pulls out a splintered wooden chisel and mallet and thwacks at the gums until the tooth snaps free, then puts it into a bag at her waist. What are you doing? She leaps away from the corpse, startled, and gives a piercing shriek. Ah! She catches her breath, then hisses angrily at the corpse on the table. If dead you weren't, you might have said something earlier, false corpse, nasty corpse, yes. Have you no shame? I'm the one who spoke, not the corpse. Marta squints and turns. Eh? How'd you get over there so fast-us? She mumbles to herself. Marta, how'd he do that? No glimmer, no glimmer. This gravebait's blind and near deaf. Marta is still mumbling to herself, something about corpses and gratitude, which we don't quite catch. Who are you? Marta, did this one ask who I was? Aye, he did, she starts humming. Nobody but mine. I am Marta, Marta the seamstress. Marta the seamstress, Marta the seamstress. She turns away, back to the corpse, singing her name to herself. What are you doing? She turns back to the corpse with a huff. I'm trying to get this Berg to give up his stitchies and his teethies, and he isn't recuperating. No, she wags her finger, as if lecturing a small child. Stubborn as stone, isn't he, Marta? She pouts. Yes, he is. Stitchies and teethies. Gotta pull the stitchies out, the teethies. Marta, perhaps you could give me a hand. I have been giving you a hand, old batty. No needs to take that tone with me. Pulling out the stitchies and teethies, yes, and the thingies inside. The thingies inside? I think she means organs. I hope she means organs. Thingies. Marta turns to Marta. Yeah, thingies. He turns to us. It's all semantics. Marta, why are you pulling out the corpse's teeth and stitches? Put 'em aside, Marta. That's what I does here. She scratches her head. Aye, Marta, we do. Stitchy thread and teethies are precious, can be turned into jink. Strip the corpse we bring you, they tell Martha. Pull out teethies, stitchies, thingies inside the corpse. Strip 'em cold, and then we'll sell 'em to the dusties. Sell 'em to the dusties? Marta frowns. Did we not say we'd be selling them, Marta? Her frown deepens, then shakes her head. Aye, Marta, we did. Dusties buy bodies, but we takes all we can at first. Who tells you to strip the corpses? That face gimme Big Quint, and the other crutch Hobble crutch, Farrod, isn't that right, Marta? She gives a queer smile and nods. Aye, it is, Marta. Farrod? Where is he? What do you do with the things you dig out of corpses? Sell for shinies. I see. Did the one say questions, Marta? Marta blinks and frowns. Aye, Marta, he did say such, for he wears the asking look about him, he does. Who are you? Marta, did this one ask whose I was? Aye, he did, she starts humming. Nobody but mine. I am Marta, Marta the seamstress. Marta the seamstress. There's more to be said to her. I have some questions for you, Marta. You pull the stitches out of corpses. Can you dig in my body to find anything? She squints at us. Then nods. Marta can do that, can't you, Marta? Yes, you can. I am not gonna watch this. Where? Marta is studying us as if looking for the best place to crack us open. Let's try my stomach, shall we? We lie upon the table, and she lifts up our stomach. Our vision slowly returns. Nothing. Huh. How about my rib cage? We lie upon the table and she fishes in our lungs. We black out from the pain. Nothing. Check the intestines. Anything could be lodged in there. Despite the pain, she plunders our organs. Ah, look at this, Marta. Look at this. I see. Cut there. She makes a small, deft cut, and something metallic strikes the floor. She dumps the soupy mass back into our torso, then reaches down, picks up the object. A ring, it appears, and she flicks it to us. Pretty, eh, Marta? She nods. Yes, Marta. One shouldn't swallow such a thing. No. Crack open my skull, if you would. We scream as everything goes black. Nothing, no thing. Nothing else. Okay, so I think that all that we got out of that was our intestines and the twisted ring. The intestines will be useful later, and the twisted ring, +1 to armor class. Sure. Oh. Can I give it to Mort? Does he have fingers? No, I'll give it to Dak. Very nice. I'll just lend them to Mort. Can Dak wear the Magus card because he's a mage? Doesn't help him, though. His cool armor is too cool. Hello, Marta. I had some questions for you, Marta. Can I buy some needle and thread for you? No, I'm not here to pick them up. I'm here to buy some from you. Shiny shinies. What did you want? Can I see what you have? A glass eye. It's just a punishment. Huh. Interesting. Let me see. Teeth of the Viper. Ooh, 2 to 7 piercing. Poisons target and grants immunity to poison. Sure, we'll buy some new teeth for Mort. I think they're better than Ingris's. 1 to 6. 2 to 7 +1. Yes, indeed. Do we read about them at all? These teeth appear to be a set of hollow fangs, much like those of a viper. They still drip poison. Rotting. Needle's not worth very much. What's through here? Oh, I see. I didn't realize we were in a sub-area.
Done.
It's Radine. They really want to just have this random combat. Radine. We see a woman with a lined face in drab clothing. Her eyes are far away, and there seems to be a new vitality rising up in her skin, as if she'd been given a new life. There's a patterned tattoo around her neck. She starts when we speak to her. Hey, what do you want? Some questions. Mayhap I got answers. Tell me about this place. Me? I got 2 names now, and I'll show you only one. Don't want you stealing the new one. You can call me Radine, pet, and I'll hold this other name tight to myself, I will. 2 names, eh? Must be nice to have them. I poppet it is. Can you give me some other answers? Tell me about this place. The Buried Village? Nice enough place, I suppose, if you don't mind the stench of corpses being torn open. Garbage heaped on the roof and the constant scurrying of rats around here. Much colder with only a name and no number to protect you, that's for sure. Tell me about the number. The squirmy thing? It's kinda identifying number. It's my number, gave to me by a kind man who saw me cold without the protection of numbers to back me up. Now I got it, and I'm happier than I've ever been. Interesting, how's it work? Safety in numbers, and with safety comes warmth, and with warmth comes comfort. Numbers can do it all for you, dearie, as long as you respect their power. Tell me about the tattoo. It's my identifying number. I had some other questions. Alright, can I get it off of her? What if I kill her?
Done.
No, I cannot take her number. Interesting. There's nothing to do there right now, at least. Silver earring, tarnished silver bracelet, valuable. I don't think there's gonna be much in here. Buried villager, just answer some questions. Who are you? As important as a grain of sand. A little bit of copper. Take it away from these poor people who have nothing. Take the copper. It's my copper now. Punch daggers, very nice. Do we have a weapon for a thief? Yeah, is it enchanted? The bone dagger is enchanted. Yeah, that's the most important thing, because then it'll let you hit supernatural creatures. A buried villager and 5 more commons. Not sure all of these areas are worth the transition. I see Uhir. Oh, cranium rats. Aplenty. Come on. We don't really need to collect these tails, I don't think. Someone with a name out here, though. Uhir. This sour-faced, middle-aged man starts when we approach him and reaches for his belt. Finding no weapon there, he simply backs away from us. We can see that beneath his collector's robes, his lower legs and forearms are swathed in filth-encrusted bandages. What you want? Who are you? Name's Uhir, so it is, as if it mattered down here. What are you doing? Waiting for my wounds to heal up so as I can make another run down there below. I sells the stuff I finds down there. Down below. Down in the catacombs where all the debtors is. Say, you going down there any time? Perhaps. Why? 'Cause I lost me lucky knife, he grunts angrily, stomping his foot. He's been with me for years, right here. He points to an empty sheath on his belt. What happened to it? I was poking about in the catacombs below and ran smack into a ghoul. Must have been a straggler, 'cause there's usually more than one. He bit at my face, so I covered up with my arms and stabbed in the eyes. I dropped and bit me leg for a while after I shaked off the piker and made it back up here. Quite the story. I'll bring your knife back if I see it down there. Before we go, let me ask some questions. You're covered in bandages. What happened to you? Bit up by a ghoul. At least he lived.
I'm gone.
Not everyone would. Leg bone club. What could be here? Quint's shop. Hello, Quint. We see a short, fat-faced man who's covered in filth and grime. He smiles bad, and his rotten teeth are rotten. His teeth are rotten. He smells bad, not smiles bad. He wheezes as he looks us up and down and says, "I'm Quint. You knew? Who wants to know? Me. You knew? Yes." He looks at us suspiciously. Is selling or trading? Trading. Dealing, With me or everybody, Burke? Which, With you. Just me, Yes, just with you. That's so, Let's deal, Anything you're interested in? Anything interesting, He smiles. You were looking for something? Let's see what you got. Angleless Eye, +1 to armor class, +10 to detect spells, plus extra Thaco, a divine sensor with raised dead in it. Shamanic Rod invokes magic missile. We can take the Angleless Eye. We got money to spare. At first glance, this glass eye seems a poor replacement for a real one. However, when inserted into an empty socket facing inwards, its power awakens. Although the eye dulls the wearer to colors and sights, it increases his awareness of angles and shapes, giving the wearer greater accuracy with weapons and giving him a greater chance of dodging incoming missile attacks. Furthermore, mechanical traps stand out in the wearer's vision, making it easier to spot and disarm them. The user becomes more vulnerable to crushing attacks, though. Some of the fragility of the glass eye seems to be transferred to its wielder. We'll buy the eye, sure. We're already pretty accurate, I think, but we'll be even more accurate now. Excellent, we've got an eyeball. We need these body parts for later. We'll need them for later. For later. Ojo the Leatherhead's home. Now, who the hell is that? That is unfamiliar. Oh, there's Kuyin standing outside. Let's talk to him first before we talk to Ojo. Hello, Kuyin. We see a drab man with a perfectly moon-shaped face. He looks at us without expression and does not speak. He looks as though his voice would be flat as a meadow. Greetings, I was hoping you could answer a few questions for me. What do you wish to know? Tell me of yourself. I once lived in a land of metal machines and doors that opened at a word. I dream of the pristine metal cities and the empty shells that are our people. I had a number and a name there, and now I have neither. Like all of my kind, they are all I have. They are all I had of my own life. They were stolen from me. Without them, I am nothing. I request your aid. Who has them? The one who used to be Radine. She stole them from me. I offered her the shelter of my name and number, and she stole them from me. They are mine lawfully and by right. Find her. She is in this village. Tough. Answer some questions for me. I'll see what I can do. Tell me of this place. I know nothing of it. I do not know this place. I have no name. I have no number. I have no memory of this place. I am cold. I am scared. This is strange to be so naked. I fear I will die. What do you mean? Tell me of Sigil. I know nothing of it. Interesting. Farewell.
I'm gone.
All right, let's go talk to Nadine again. Radine. Are you Radine, the man whose name you took wants it back now? Her voice goes shrill. Well, he can't have him. He offered him to me, and I kept him. He never said nothing about no loan of him, and he never said he needed him back. He ain't getting him. You can go tell him so. He really needs a name. You tell him he can have mine. The name Radine should be good enough for anyone. It wasn't good enough for you. Why should it suffice? How about if I buy it from you? She looks at us as if we're mad. Are you totally barmy? Of course I won't sell my name. Why not? Because it's my name, Burke. You don't sell your name. Just give me the name and number, or I'll have to rip them off of you. Out of you. Trust me, you don't want that. Fine, I'll go check with him. Can I convince him to accept? The despondent man looks up, a glimmer of hope in his eyes, yet he speaks as emotionlessly as ever. Has she given you my name and number? She has offered money, has she not? I cannot live. Money means nothing without a name. Get me my name. Has she given it? His eyes crawl across our face, watching us intently. No, not yet. I implore you to continue your bargaining with the thief. Without my name and number, I am nothing. What can you give me? I have nothing. I request your aid. Her face crumbles as she sees us again. He has refused again, hasn't he? And you're come to take back what's rightfully mine. Rightfully mine? You have no right to that name and number. You stole it. I suppose you're right. I've been a bad person, sure I have, and I can't keep this. Here. She peels the rippling tattoo from around her neck and hands it to us. She shivers as she does so. You can tell him his name now. He was and will be Kuin. Now let me go. Here's some jink for your trouble. Buy something to keep you warm. My thanks, Cutter. She pockets the money, looking more drab by the moment as the magic of the tattoo leaves her. 'Twould be best to me to be leaving here then, and with the aid of the jink you gave me, mayhap we'll meet again under happier circumstances for the both of us. Aye. Farewell, Radine. Yeah, maybe, I don't know. Not sure if she shows up again. Queen. Yes, she has. May I have it then? Yes, your name is Queen. Take your number. Thank you for my name and number. Yes, Queen. But no, I now realize I no longer require a number here. I will find myself a new number if necessary. I give you my old number. It can help. It is a mantle of law. It is protection. Do you accept it? Yes. Let it warm you. Trust in you. It will protect you. Farewell. He turns and begins to walk away. Tell me about yourself. My name is Queen. I came here by accident. Now that I'm here, I intend to learn more. I must know more. Tell me about this place. I intend to discover that myself. With my name, I am again a person. I can learn, and will do so. What are you doing? Preparing to face this new world with my old identity. Now that I know there are hidden pitfalls, I intend to discover what I can. I am ready now. Good luck. Farewell. The number of Kuyin. Protection from chaotic creatures. This is a tattoo of a number, an intricate weaving of ink and flesh. It squirms when held as if sought at a host. It is the number of Kuyin, a personal identifier that radiates law. When applied, the tattoo works itself into the skin of its owner, protecting it against the depredations of strongly chaotic creatures. We've got some tattoo slots available. The number of Kuyin. Does everybody have tattoo slots? It looks like they do. Looks like they do. Oh, where were we? Let's see. Ojo's house. Or Oho, perhaps. We see a burly man with a slack jaw. The spark of intelligence is in his eyes little more than a brief flare. Who are you? He blinks at us. Point at him. Who are you? Oho. Thanks, Oho. I had some questions for you. He just stares. What are you doing? Oh, talk. He stops abruptly and begins massaging his hand. Examine his hand. There's a small inflamed scab on his skin. As we watch, he peels the scab away again. What happened to your hand? Bit. Who bit you, oh? He looks at the wall and looks back at us. Man in the wall. There's a man in the wall? He looks at the wall, then looks back at us. What does the man on the wall say? Tells about crying stone place. Tells stories. I tell stories too. Stories about what? All right then, tell me about the man on the wall again. What does he look like? Small, red eyes, hairy. He sounds like a rat. All right, I had some other questions about the man on the wall. Which wall is he in? This looks like it's been chewed by a rat. He nods. I had other questions about the man on the wall. Tell me about the people of this village. Who? Marta, Scary Witch. Farad. Grease. Dead. How do you know he's dead? Man in the wall told me. Tell me about the man on the wall. What did he tell you? Grease dead. Where's Grease? In crying place. You mean the Weeping Stone Catacombs? Yes. Quint. I had some other questions. Tell me about the catacombs, not talk strangers. He looks away from us, rubbing his hand. Tell me about the buried village, not talk strangers. Okay, well... Can we talk to the man on the wall? Will the rat speak with us? Is he going to become a were-rat now that he's been bit? That's the real question.
Gone.
One way or the other, it's off to Farad with us. Through here.
Done.
What was there? That was Quint's shop. What was the one to the west then? Unlabeled? Unlabeled? I bet it's super important whatever's in here. A guy. I'll probably say, I got mouths to feed, that's right. Same as the others.
Done.
Farad words it is. Are we ready to make progress? Buried village guard. The guard narrows his eyes and looks our way as we approach, but says nothing. What's beyond that archway? Farad and his cord cutter. Mind yourself in there and watch your tongue. He's in as foul a mood as ever. Thanks. Farewell. Shall we? Farad's court. There he is. Farad. Before us is an elderly man leaning heavily upon a crutch. His left leg is twisted as if he tried to walk two directions at once and paid the price. His maggoty-colored skin is bunched heavily upon his skull and is flecked with liver spots. He's mumbling and smacking his lips as his eyes make a circuit of the room. Greetings. Aha. The man's eyes light up as he hears our voice. 'Tisn't my steady crop of jink come to Farad's waiting arms again. Greetings, corpse. He smiles a wicked grin. Have you come to ask Farad for another jaunt into the mortuary walls? Farad, I've come here for information. I've been told that you know me. Farad, yes, Farad, I've returned. Are the arrangements all in order? Sound as stone they are. My collector's done as you asked, to the word. He leans heavily against the crutch, causing it to creak dangerously. Not so much luck to be had with the bauble, however. Did you perchance know where it is below? Would be such a help, it would. Indulge me, Farad. What did I ask your collectors to do again? Farad wraps his crutch against the flagstones and he rocks back on his heels. Just what you said, he licks his lips. Be sure to keep you safe if they find you. Make sure you get shipped to the mortuary, all that rot. He looks at us, almost worried. Why? Someone turned stag on my word, dump you somewhere you're not meant to be? No, but answer me this. How was I to get out of the mortuary once I was left there? Farad chuckles, then scratches himself. Corpse, you said not about getting you out of that hole. You were so pig-eager to get in, it seemed you made me arrangements for giving the Dusties the laugh once we slipped you in. Hope we were square on that score. What was that bauble you mentioned? The sphere, Corpse, the sphere. Have you... Farad's voice is desperate, pleading like a beggar. Then he stops and composes himself. No matter, I'll find it. No matter. Indulge me, Farad. What did I ask your collectors to do again? Never mind, Farad, I must take my leave. That's it? Greetings. I've been told that you know something about me. Know something about you. The light in Farad's eyes dims. He studies us, mumbling slightly as his eyes flicker up and down our frame. Corpse? No? Yes? His eyes meet ours. No. Look closely. Do you know who I am? Ferret's studying us with a dead-even gaze. "'Tisn't a mummer's fair, corpse. No time for games. No time for Ferret to play the wheel. What are you asking such questions for? Let's be truthful. I've forgotten myself and was told to seek you out, that you would know something of me." Ferret licks his lips and makes a rasping sound like a dry parchment on sand. "Now, who told you such a thing, corpse?" "Well, no one told me exactly. There were these tattoos on my back. They told me to seek you out if I ever needed or forgot myself." "Ah, so little said, so much told." Ferret falls silent, and suddenly we have a feeling that he's dissecting us like a corpse on a mortuary slab. "I know much you would know. Much, yes, much indeed." Ferret smiles slowly, the folds of flesh on his face peeling back like a curtain. "What do you know of me?" Ferret licks his lips, then settles himself upon his crutch like a vulture. "No, not free, the questions you ask." His pasty white hands tap the edge of his crutch. "Much I can tell you, but the telling has a cost." "Go on, Ferret." Ferret taps the flagstones with his crutch and sneers. "This village is not all that lies beneath Ragpicker's Square." "Yes. Chambers, vaults, corridors, filled with the dead, all asleep in their coffins. Somewhere in those halls, somewhere there lies something misplaced, something mine. What is it? A small thing, a trinket, such a trifle." As Ferret speaks, his words start echoing, as if two people before speaking, and we know we've heard them before, from our own lips. "It's a sphere, made of bronze, ugly, feels like an egg to the touch, and it smells of rotten custard. Am I right?" Ferret falls deathly silent for a moment, then nods. "Yes. How much do you hide from me, corpse?" he chuckles. "Did you return to see if I remember what it is I want? Do you know where to get your sphere?" "Ah," Ferret's sigh is like shifting sand. "And why do you suppose I ask you to look for it, corpse? I do not know where it is. I know it is buried deep, far deeper than any villager has ever gone." Ferret tisks. "It may be in the catacombs where the waters run deep, deep. Why don't you get one of your collectors to go searching for it?" "Because the corridors need no more dead from this village," Ferret tisks. "Strong, fast, clever. These are qualities my villagers do not have. They go below. They do not return." Ferret glances at us. "Perhaps the dead will welcome their own. That is what I think, corpse. Do you know where the sphere is? Very well. But I want to know what I'm buying with this trinket." "There's a lot of knowing rattling around my brain box, corpse." He holds up a withered finger. "One of them is this bit of wisdom. Everyone wants something, whether they know it or not. There is much I know about you, much that you would want to know." "Very well, I'll find this sphere in truth. Maybe you should tell me what you know, Ferret, or I'll pen your name in the dead book with your blood." Ferret's next words are delivered as if he had a chance to memorize them. "Then that what I know would die with me, corpse. It'll become as ash should I die. Nothing for you." "Very well, I'll see about finding this sphere for you, in exchange for what you know." "Very well, a deal struck, a deal made." Ferret cracks his crutch, strung sharply against the flagstones. "A sphere for a peek inside my brain box. Now, corpse, there is no time to waste. Go to the gate at the south and east and tell those slumbering fools to open it for you. Make haste, make haste. Other questions?" "What is this place?" Ferret's eyes roll in his sockets, scanning across the ceiling, walls, and then the floor. "This here's Illwind Court. Not a name of my choosing, thank you kindly. And the kip outside this court is the buried village, corpse." "What is the buried village?" "Well, now there's a story." Ferret licks his lips again, then shrugs. "But to tell true, the story bores me. The short of it, it's a piece of the hive that got bricked over one day, a piece of sigil that got penned in the dead book." "What do you mean?" "You know them floating goat heads that serve the lady, them dabases? Well, no matter if you do or not. They go all around breaking, fixing, burying, building all the time. Do you follow? Dabases? Them goat heads? Come on, have your senses left you? Them floaters with the hammers and yammer-on-in symbols. The ones that do the lady's will." Ferret taps his crutch on the flagstones, making a sharp rapping noise. "Come now, don't play jester with Ferret now. Time's short, and so's my patience." "All right, go on." "Well, as the chant goes, and a dusty chant it is too, being so old, them Dabases just damn well bricked over a section of the hive one day, and all bodies just forgot about it. Dump a lot of trash on it, and soon nobody even knows it's here." Ferret smiles. "Wicked, no? A piece of sigil all forgotten? How'd you find it?" He tisks. "I still have my eyes, corpse, and I still have my ears, and when you have enough sense to tie the two together, then finding the dark of any matter is not as hard as some make it out to be." Ferret rubs his filthy cloak. Now, is there something else you wanted to pick my brain box about? You didn't come here just about this rag hole, did you? I heard you found a wealth of bodies, Farron. Where do they come from? Does a mage tell the secrets of his craft? So it is with a collector. Farron frowns, studying us. Perhaps I'll tell you, but you must promise that it is for your ears only. You comparing yourself to a mage, Farron? I think you're insulting the craft. Farron flushes and taps the crutch against the ground. Collecting is as much a skill as any petty mage can hold a copper to. Farron, finding a bunch of dead bodies and selling them can hardly compare to the study of magic. Was it not skill that found this place? Farron's voice rises to a bellow and his fingers tighten around his crutch. It took sense to find this place, it did, and it took sense to make the most of it. The buried village. Come on, what's the secret of that?
My journal.
Very well. Farron taps the flagstones with his crutch and sneers. The village is not all that lies buried beneath Ragbicker's square. Chambers, vaults, corridors, he gives the faintest of smiles, and his eyes gleam like gold. Places, black as pitch, filled with weeping stones and the precious dead, all asleep in their coffins. Sleeping. Where do they come from? Farron fixes us with a lopsided stare. Corpse, everything dies. Life is so short, but death lasts for so very, very long. Many people, many deaths. His stare travels past us. Such a waste for their deaths to be useless in a dusty's arms, eh? What do you mean?
Journal.
He smiles greedily. Not all the dead that goes to the mortuary gate is fed to the furnace corpse. The dusties bury some of the dead in the city's bowels. Under the village, so near, so close, is such a place. I would have been a fool not to see the opportunities. So you rob the catacombs of the dustmen the dead place there, sell them back to the dustmen, and they bury them again. He nods, then chuckles lightly. The sound is like shifting sand. These catacombs are as deep as a dusty's pockets, and as deep as the greed of men. Oh yes, Farron sneers, and the greed of men is something that shall always be counted upon when naught else is left, eh? Very clever, Farron. I had some other questions. No questions. Farewell, Farron. Well, I didn't kill him even though I said that I would. I'm neutral good. I want to be lawful good. I crave law.
Done.
Ooh, here. Find me knife perchance? Not yet. Where is the way down? Down here, I guess. Bar. You see a massive human dressed in cast-off patchwork clothing and reeking of old ale. He is truly huge. It's obvious he was chosen for this job for his brawn, not his brains. What do you want? Farron gave me leave to go down to the catacombs. I need you to open this gate. He swings open the gates. Then get going, Burke, and don't waste our time. Tekin. Alright, that's getting a little long. Why don't we wrap this session here? See you soon.